Hello survivors and welcome to another Walking Dead Road to Survival video, and in this video we're going to be going over an event called the Sinister Scavenger Hunt. It's like a little bonus Halloween event that is going to be popping up in game, and it does look like we are going to have to solve some more of these riddles, but I think this time around they have learned their lesson. They've actually written down the riddles that we have to solve, and we know when we've completed them too, I assume, as well, but we'll get through it. We are going to potentially get some free-to-play access to what looks like a premium wheel in this as well. And there are some really good characters, as you can see on the screen. We've got like Davey and Tara in those pools, Michonne 2000. So let's get into it and see what we have to do. Reading through the Sinister Scavenger Hunt intro, it says, "Surprise, our Sinister Scavenger Hunt is on. Can you solve the puzzles and reap the rewards? The Sinister Scavenger Hunt event times are as follows. It starts on the 28th of October 2021 at 5 PM Pacific Time, and it ends on the 4th of November at 5 PM Pacific Time. A little overview of what we can expect to happen. It says, during our pop-up Halloween event, the Sinister Scavenger Hunt, you'll be given a series of clues as missions. If you can solve the clues, you can work your way toward more of Skeleton Steve's Walkman, plus pulls on the Sinister Scavenger Wheel and the exclusive 5-star weapon, Headless Herschels Hatchet. Each Sinister Scavenger Hunt mission will reward 100 candy corns. You'll use candy corns as energy on the Free Key Finders roadmap, which will drop bloody scythes and reward silver mythics, skill trainers, and more, including Sinister tokens. Sinister tokens will be used to pull on the Sinister Scavenger Wheel. You will also be able to use the bloody scythes on the Soul Seekers roadmap for even more rewards, including additional Walkmans and the grand prize of Headless Herschels Hatchet." Now we do get to see what a Headless Herschels Hatchet actually looks like, and it's a flaming axe. It does look really nice visually on the left hand side. I do like it quite a lot. On the right hand side you can see it's got 35% attack, a huge bonus to AP when attacking, 100% attack when attacking enemies with less than 50% of their max HP. This is a unique upgrade. You cannot get this in the armory, but I believe the 4 slot you can. For each 10% of AP, this character gets 5% damage on basic attack. So the way you could go with this weapon is upgrade it to 45% attack and then swap out the last slot for a 1535 if you so wish. In the right character's hands, that 4 slot could be actually pretty decent, but it is going to only affect basic attacks, but that would also include things that are like rushes that take advantage of basic attacks, for instance Rosita's, Lydia's, those sort of characters, because those are enhanced basic attacks and your AP would count towards that damage bonus. So it's up to you. Visually it does look cool. It would definitely look great in Rosita's hands, and I think it would actually work in Herschel's hands himself, which is also nice. I like it when a character's weapon comes out and they can actually use it and it makes sense. So this isn't too terrible a weapon. And like I said, it is, an execution weapon effectively. The second they're below 50% HP, they're going to get destroyed. And that's really good on things like Conquest. 100% attack is a big boost, a big boost. So potentially lots of damage output with this weapon. Now there is also a breakdown of the Sinister Scavengers wheel, and this is a promo wheel where we will be able to get some extra tokens ourselves from running the roadmap. Or no doubt you'll be able to purchase these in the store, whether it be by like actual money or with coins. We'll have to find out on that bit. It might actually break it down further on in the event info here, but it says the featured fighters are going to be Gold Mythic Michonne 2000, Gold Mythic Tara, Gold Mythic Davey, Gold Mythic Eugene, Gold Mythic Zachary, Gold Mythic Veronica, Gold Mythic Ty, and Gold Mythic Ivanova. So a pretty decent range of characters, some very top tier characters right now for sure. Some newer characters outside of those, and some older characters. Ivanova, I guess, being the oldest character here. But I guess some people who are newer to the game or returning will not have had their chance to get their hands on Ivanova. And generally speaking, in every single wheel, there's always that character that is not as great as the rest, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be the Ivanova here. Now there is some information with regards to the odds, and you can see that it's going to be a 6% chance at Gold Mythic Recruit, and I believe that's kind of how the Limit Break wheels work when it comes to the odds on the Limit Break wheel. So potentially, because this was the original timing of when they were going to bring out Limit Break 3, this could have been the Limit Break 3 wheel, effectively, but we're getting it with the Sinister Scavengers instead. If you didn't know, Limit Break 3 has been pushed to sometime in mid to late December, so keep an eye out for that. More information on that no doubt to come from my channel soon. But these are the odds for this particular wheel. 6% for gold mythic, 10% for silver, 20% for legendary, and that big 64% for the epic recruits. Now we do get some information on the missions, and this is the riddles. If anyone has any idea about the riddles here, do let me know in the comments. And we see that some of them reward a lot. The first one I have absolutely no idea. Mike and Terry, flawless victory, probably means without losing a certain amount of characters. Best served cold is revenge. Maybe it's revenge raids could make sense there. Are you not entertained? Shane's obsession. Michonne's revenge. The fall of Alexandra. Helping hand. And something to fear. So each of these are hints towards what you actually have to do in game to receive that reward. And you'll be able to get the rewards of I think it's the candy corns on the left hand side once you actually complete those missions. And we also have a breakdown of the basic roadmap. This is going to be the roadmap that we can run with the candy corns. And you can see the energy cost is 20 per stage. You'll see the rewards on the far right hand side. You're going to get trainers, salvage tokens. Liliths is going to be very nice for a lot of people. Also silvers. You can see we're also going to get the 5 Sinister tokens and the Whatmans as well. And the Whatmans are going to go towards the current Halloween event, which is for Steve. More Sinister tokens for Act 2. The same thing for Act 3. Act 4, and I believe Act 5 the last act? There is actually another act, Act 6, Act 7, oh my gosh, I completely messed up my maths. Act 8, and that's got to be the last one. No, Act 9, and that is the last one. So there are going to be 9 acts with 5 Sinister tokens rewarded with each one, so 45. We do not know how many Sinister tokens are going to be required to do any pulls on the Sinister token wheel. If it's 1, we're getting 45 pulls, guys. Very unlikely. If it's 10, we're getting 4.5 pulls. We don't know. So we'll have to wait and see. But considering we're getting an uneven amount of rewards here, 45, I would assume it's going to be either 10 or 20 per pull. Or higher than that. So for instance, like 50, 100, who knows. Now for running the roadmap with the candy corns, for each stage you do, I believe there's going to be drops of the Bloody Scythe, which is going to be the energy for the next roadmap, which is the Soul Seekers roadmap. And it costs 90 energy per stage. And I believe there's a lot less acts on this one. This is the one that's a lot less acts. This is where I messed up. You see, you're going to get 20 Sinister tokens for the first, 40 for the second act. And for the third act, you're going to get 60. And then for the fourth act, you'll get 90. You're going to get lots of Walkmen as well. And for the fifth act, you'll get a lot more. You'll get 150, 5,000 Walkmen, but you'll also get that Headless Herschels axe. And you can see you're going to also get like 5 silvers, trainers and stuff like that on the right hand side. You saw all the rewards. So plenty of rewards, but it costs 450 Bloody Scythes per stage to run this. So I'm not sure. You're going to have to get lucky. It depends again on the stage drops. We do not know what the stage drops are going to be like. So it's hard to really gauge the kind of balance here, whether it's actually doable or not. So we've got a lot of the information with regards to what we need to do to achieve, the roadmaps, the riddles to achieve the first roadmap, and then completing the first roadmap and farming the first roadmaps to do the second roadmap, which is the Soul Seeker one. We don't know. I don't know the viability. There's no calculations. There's no numbers. We don't know how many tokens it is to do a pull. We don't know how many the drop range is going to be. So we don't know if it's particular stages that do drop. So do keep your eye on it. Like the ATL one, it only drops on the last stage of ATL. If you are someone sitting on like 100 ATL energy or the ammo, you should be farming that last stage and get all the drops, because you get enough of that every day to complete that roadmap. And you use it extras to farm. Some people still haven't realized that. There's only 24 hours left on that one, so definitely get that one out of the way. But we don't know the information on this one either, so we don't know the numbers. I guess we'll find out once it goes live. Hopefully the numbers start getting published, because, it's not like we're eventually not going to find out, it's just good to find out nice and early. But yeah, that is the way it is, guys. We are going to work towards these candy corns, which you see on the screen. And we are going to get these tokens, the Sinister Scavenger tokens at the bottom. If anyone remembers where these were used before, this was a very fun time. Very fun time indeed. Do leave your thoughts on this event in the comments down below, guys. If you can purchase extra tokens on that wheel, are you likely to do pulls? There are some pretty decent characters in here. 6% is pretty good. But leave your thoughts, like I said, down in the comments below. That is the end of my video. I want to thank you very much for tuning in, and as always, keep on surviving, guys. Keep on surviving.